Good morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, but mainly the subscribers. Thank you all very much for tuning into this channel and helping it grow. Well, Saturday morning. Emails come flooding in last night after I actually shared something on social media, and all of a sudden loads of messages coming in, and I'll explain them. I'm sure everyone is aware of a woman of colour called Dr. Shola. I'm not going to say her surname in case I get it wrong, but Dr. Shola, who is a regular visitor on politics programmes, especially the likes of Jeremy Vine, and welcome. And she talks, for some reason, it's all about anti-British culture. Colonism needs to be gone. We need to get rid of our past. It's all about removing white supremacy. It's all race-baiting stuff. Anyway, I'm not a fan of hers. But people say things, Trevor, she has to be able to debate. She doesn't debate. She does not debate. Well, someone yesterday did a petition, a Change.org petition, to have her removed off TV for her race-baiting. And I shared it on Twitter last night at about 7 p.m. It's nearly reached 10,000 signatures. People want her off TV. They want her off social media. She's causing racial division. Yeah, but there we go. No, she is causing that. It's not just an opinion, but there we go. So I may put the petition in my community page later on. I may, we'll see. But today's meant to be a special day for me. Today is day 30. Today is day 30 where YouTube said to me, after I've reapplied several times in the past and I've been turned down on YouTube, today is day 30 where they say, you can reapply and we will respond within, that's their words, not mine, within 30 days. Well, today's day 30 and they still haven't responded. So they go against their own rules, don't they? So YouTube human reviewer, you're breaking your own rules. And I'll tell you now, I am noting everything. Everything's being noted. And when I do decide to make my strike, I tell you now, I'm going to knock everyone down like Skittles at a bowling alley. But there we go. Because I know I'm in the right. There we go. Right. Not a good day for children, is it today? Gary Glitter got released from prison this morning at 01:25 hours. Yes, in the dark in a black taxi, off he went. Well, in a time when children are being shit on by adults, and adults, the weirdest adults in society, the freaks of society are controlling the narrative. This is the perfect time to be released as a paedophile, really, isn't it? So, yep, there we go. I don't wish him all the best, but I'm sure. But the Sun has got a story out this morning saying, I don't know where they get their information from. The Sun story. Gary Glitter was released this morning at 01:25 hours to a secret, ready? This bit makes me laugh. To a secret location close to 10 schools. Secret location, but close to 10 schools. They've made the schools bit up. They had to. Because if you... It's the Sun. It's the Sun, isn't it? A secret location close to the local child group. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's a ridiculous story. But at least they're letting us know that he's out. So that's a good thing. Now, as I said in my community page yesterday, I know this happened. For the YouTube human reviewer, please pin your ears back. For the last 7 years, I've been raising money and doing different things for different veterans charities. I used to be a patron of Veterans in Action, and I stood down so I could challenge politicians and not bring the charity into disrepute because they were trying to get money from the government. So I took a stance on that. And then I became an ambassador for PTSD Resolution, which helped save me from the gutter. But the weird thing is, I was raising a lot of money for a lot of different charities. On my Just Giving, it's Just Giving, I can't remember much is on there, maybe 50 grand or something, haven't been on there in a while. But I was raising money for charities. And what I was doing is I was being transparent. I was screenshotting the amount that I was sending to a certain charity, and I did it all. But it wasn't good enough, because a couple of veterans got in touch with me and said, Trevor, can you give me £1,500? Can you give me £2,000? Can you buy me 10 mountain bikes? And my answer was always, no, I can't. I can't justify giving you as an individual that money, but I can justify giving it to a registered charity, which can then help you. But I'm not going to give it to you directly. It didn't look kosher, if that's the word. So what happened was, over time, some of the veterans got annoyed with me. Yeah, he never gave me. Yeah, he doesn't give me. Yeah, he let me down as well. Yeah, he's got that money and he keeps it. He keeps it. He keeps it. Yeah, Trevor keeps the money. Oh, does he keep the money? Oh, he does keep the money. He's got a lavish lifestyle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just buy good clothes. Okay, usually from TK Maxx. Okay, so it's not from big shops. But people had to go at me non-stop, and then momentum picked up, and then they tried to report me for theft and fraud. Yes, they did. And I went through a years-long investigation with Suffolk Fraud Police. I went through that investigation. I had to go through it. It was stressful, especially when you've got PTSD and complex PTSD, and you've got permanent neurological brain damage, and you're being accused of all these different things from jealous arses. Well, what happens is, in the end, I was found innocent when they checked all my Just Giving pages and they linked it to all the charities, and it doesn't matter. I was cleared of all these stupid allegations. However, and what makes me smile today is a lot of the individuals that have accused me have now all been arrested for fraud, because they were all doing it. In fact, yesterday I found out that one of the guys who was accusing me of all these nasty allegations had been doing it himself. So what I will say is this: karma finds a way to get back at those that accuse you of wrong. So truth always prevails. I always say this: the truth always prevails. And some of the people that are throwing the biggest stones are the ones with the biggest issues. And if someone accuses you of something out of the blue, and they accuse you of something out of the blue, I suggest you take a step back and you look at what they're doing. Usually it's to throw people off their own scent. But there we go. Talking of throwing people off your own scent, there is a lady who's been arrested now for fraud. Her name is Lynn Barlow. Lynn Barlow, for a couple of years, pretended to have stage 4 cancer. To such a degree that she managed to get £500,000 off her mother, who remortgaged her house, who saved, who did this. In fact, 1,500 people donated to this woman for treatment, and she made £2.6 million based on scams. Lynn Barlow is now off the streets, arrested for fraud. And you know what? There's lots of people like her in society. So whenever I'm getting all these emails coming in daily, and many of them are about helping someone with their dog, helping someone with their cat, helping someone with this, with that, I'm going to be honest with you, they're the ones that are usually fraudulent. Because a lot of people, now I know I helped a woman in the past with a horse. She's a subscriber. We spoke on the phone. I know. So I do check things out to make sure things are diligent. I check things out to make sure people 100%. And I will not get involved in raising money for someone if it's not been thoroughly checked out by myself and it's there, or else I am to blame. So I do bat off a lot of people who I think are fraudulent, and it's daily now, actually. Trevor, you said you'd help veterans. I do my own. I now do not donate to A, B, C, and D. Every penny I raise now goes to fix veterans' mental health with PTSD resolution, and it goes straight into their website. So that's the best way to do it, to keep people away. Right. Will I mention this? Yeah. Everyone knows who Tates are, don't they? The Tate brothers. Of course we do. The Tate brothers, known as the misogynical, masculine men on the internet that have been trying to be cancelled by everyone, and they are super rich. Well, people say he keeps talking about the Matrix. It's the Matrix. Once you work out the Matrix, you'll be able to work out that they're coming after you. It's nothing to do with COVID. It's nothing to do with money. It's the Matrix. I found a way out of the Matrix. They try and keep you suppressed. It's all this shit that he comes off with. And today's society are brainwashed. They all go, oh, I can have £100 million if I do what Mr. Tate says. Well, the thing is, I've never met the guy, but I'd like to point out that there's now a 61-page document put together about what he has allegedly been doing. Right. Now, I sat back here and a while ago and I went, okay, he's been a champion at kickboxing. That doesn't really make you money, unless you're like Jean-Claude Van Damme and you go into movies. I sat back and I thought, okay, he's made a lot of money. He was in Big Brother a couple of years ago. But he now says he now claims to be worth over £500 million. He's got all these different sports cars lined up. Beautiful, beautiful. He's always running his private jet, isn't he? So I was looking at that and I thought, well, how do you amass such an amount? Now, from his own admission, he says that he once went to the Romanian mafia and asked for a job. He works in the casino world, the gambling world. He talks a lot about Bitcoin and social media. Now, I get that. And he is making a lot of money. So sometimes people are jealous and they want to attack him. But they're now saying that some of the women that are protecting him around him are known as his angels. And his angels, it's alleged that his angels, the women around him who are being interviewed and going, he's never done a thing wrong. He's never done this wrong. He hasn't done that wrong. You know, he looks after women. It now looks like he looks after those women. But the women that he employs, known as his angels, are allegedly said to put pressure on other women to pose for OnlyFans. And that's what they're saying. We'll have to wait out and see where this goes. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the Tate brothers. It's really not. If they have done that to women, then they deserve to go to jail. But on the flip side, Gary Glitter's just been released. So I don't think they'll be in jail for long. There we go. What we need to do is whenever we find people that are guilty of heinous crimes, that have made money on the back of those heinous crimes, we need to use what we call the Assets Recovery Agency to strip them off their assets and to give it to, what do you call them, taxman, to pay for things, to pay for women's rehabilitation and stuff. Yes. Well, today's going to be a good day. Why? Because that's my mindset. I'm going to say, come here. People keep asking me about my doggy. There he is. There's little Susie. You alright, Susie? Look up at the camera. He wants down. Go. Are you okay? Oh, you don't want down. So I've got Susie here, who's always at my feet. Look, Sus. Say hello. There we go. Good boy. You can go now. Well, listen, people, have a great day. Most of all, stay safe. And I will say this, thanks to those of you that have donated to my PayPal, hopefully, to support my channel. Hopefully, we'll get it sorted by Monday, and I will give you an update on Monday. Please keep checking to make sure you're subscribed, though, because I've noticed in the last 24 hours that it takes, for some reason, every so often, it just takes a dip, and you're like, what's happened? And it can't be people unsubscribing, because it happens in mass numbers. Thanks for your support. Gonna keep putting pins on the board. Keep letting me know where you're from in the comments, and I'll keep adding the pins. But thanks very much, guys and girls. Take care and stay safe.